watch this video before spending any of the $100 bills that you might have, because we go over some key features on these specific United States bills that you might have that would turn them into a lot of money. So let's look at the back of this 2017 $100 bill. Now, right off the bat, we're going to jump into it. I want to show you this area on the back bottom right corner of the bill, which is called a back plate number. Now, this number is mainly used as an internal number for the Bureau of Engraving and Printing, where they produce paper money. Essentially, it lets them know where this specific bill was located on a printing plate. Now, when you flip it over to the front, at the top left-hand side of the bill, you'll see a front plate number and letter. And before that front plate number, you'll see an FW, standing for the Fort Worth, Texas facility where this bill was produced. Now, there's only two places in the United States that makes paper money, and that's going to be Fort Worth, Texas, and Washington, D.C. If you see an FW anywhere on your banknote, that means your bill was produced at the Fort Worth, Texas facility, and if it doesn't, that means by default it was produced at Washington, D.C. Now, that does matter in certain circumstances. However, on this bill, the reason why it sold for $372 is because of that serial number. You can see there are 3 zeros followed by 2 nines and 3 more zeros. It's considered to be a fancy serial number, and that's why it sold for $372. Now, check this out. It's the same exact bill. However, it sold for $825 on eBay. So the last listing that we just showed you sold on Heritage Auctions. So not only did someone make a lot of money, but what they did was called arbitrage. So they went on Heritage Auctions, bought the banknote for $372, then went on eBay and sold the same exact bill for $825. That's a $453 profit. Now, this $100 bill from 2006 sold for $1,020. It was graded by PCGS at a 66 PPQ. PPQ stands for premium paper quality. Remember not to fold your banknote because that will decrease the grade and the value. Even if it's a small corner fold that goes into the design, that will make the grade go down to an almost uncirculated grade at least. So keep that in mind whenever you are handling your paper money, because this example with a very rare serial number with zeros and ones called a binary radar serial number sold for $1,020. Now, when you're looking at the front of this $100 bill, you would not imagine it sold for $2,400 because it looks pretty normal. You do see a star at the end of the serial number. That star means that when they were producing the sheets of paper money, there was some sort of error on the sheet, and a quality control manager saw that. They marked the sheet and destroyed it and produced a new sheet of paper money without an error. The funny thing is, on this example, when you flip it over to the back, you can see this replacement note also has an error. So this is an ink smear error that occurred on the back of the bill. Now, someone may watch this video and say, oh, I can get a $100 bill and put a little bit of green ink on the back. Well, companies like PCGS and PMG will quickly be able to identify a genuine error versus a error that is manipulated by someone trying to alter it to make it appear to be an error. All you got to know on this specific bill is that if you find something like this, you should really contact a rare paper money expert. We recommend going into at least 3 different coin and currency shops and getting their opinion, or for just $7 a month, you can join our online community. It's super easy to use, and you have access directly to me and other experts in the field. You can learn more about that down below, but let's go to this last bill that sold for $4,800. So before 1928, the United States actually produced a large size paper money, and this is considered to be a small size bill, which is the normal size that we have in our wallets and purses today. So 1928 was the first year they started producing small size bills, and this one is from the New York district. You can see that by the large B district seal on the left hand side of the bill. This one got graded by PMG at a very fine 30, which is a relatively low grade, but considering this bill is almost 100 years old, it's in pretty good shape, I would say. If you come across a 1928 New York district $100 bill like this, that's a star note, you could be in for a treat, guys, especially if it's in better condition, because this example sold for $4,800. If you enjoyed this video, then smash that subscribe button. We'll see you in the next one.